Next game on my slate is an NFL game. I have the Philadelphia Eagles giving up 5.5 points going to Seattle to play the Seahawks. If I were you, I would take Philadelphia giving those 5.5 points up. Now, while I must admit, I'm a little bit afraid of everybody hopping on Philly's bandwagon as far as bettors are concerned, because Philly, they've won 9 straight games and they've covered 9 straight games. I just don't think Seattle is a really good team. Their offensive line isn't that good. They're 1-4 at home against the spread, so the 12th man has pretty much been rendered ineffective. And Philly, they're just on a roll. Like they're in control for the top seed in the NFC, and I just expect them to keep on rolling. So if I were you, I would take Philly giving those 5.5 points up. Last week they gave up 14 points against Chicago, and they covered that spread. So expect me to take Philly and make that 10 games in a row where they cover it. The next game I have on my slate, I have the Patriots playing against the Bills. The game is in Buffalo, and the Patriots, they're giving up 8.5 points. I would take the Patriots. Me personally, when I first saw this game, I thought the spread would have been a lot higher than it is, but since it's not, I just got to jump all over New England. Like I said, they're giving up 8.5 points. The Bills defense, they're giving up 114 yards on the ground. New England, they run for pretty much the same amount. Buffalo's defense also gives up 240 yards through the air, and New England throws for 297 yards through the air. So I don't see why Tom Brady won't march into Western New York and win this game by more than 2 touchdowns. On top of that, New England is 4-1 against the spread their last 5 games in Buffalo, so I expect that trend to continue. The last game I have on my slate are the New Orleans Saints against the Carolina Panthers. The Saints are giving up 4 points. Now, this is going to be a really big game in terms of the NFC South, and taking lead of the division. But the one thing I must say about the Saints playing against the Panthers at home, they pretty much don't lose. Like the Patriots against the Bills, the Saints are 4-1 at home against the spread the past 5 games against the Panthers, and I expect that trend to continue. I think the Dome is going to be loud and rocking, and I think the Saints, after them losing last week to the Rams, I feel like they think they need a really big win against a good team to prove that they're still legit title contenders and that they're legit in the playoff race. Like I said in my earlier segment, the Saints, they pretty much control their own destiny. If they win Sunday against the Panthers and they beat Atlanta one time, they're pretty much guaranteed one home game in the playoffs. But if they fall down the stretch, they may not make the playoffs at all. So the pressure gonna be on them, and they're gonna have to rebound and show the home crowd that they can still beat good teams at home. So I would take the Saints. And as a bonus, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If Kim Crowley and Marcell Lattimore don't play, the over of 48 points might be a good play. So watch the injury updates to see if they're playing or not. If they are playing, don't fool with the over-under. If they don't play, take the over.